From a little kid saluting returning troops on the roadside, and a girl showing her respect to a mounted officer, to a young boy saluting the Royal Guards. Here are moments where kids show respect to soldiers, starting with this touching moment where this group of kids at the playground stood at attention in respect to the Marine Corps. The kids didn't seem interested at first, but as soon as they heard the sound of trumpets, they immediately got themselves together. The parade lasted a while, and the kids were very committed to showing their respect. Eventually, the carry-on call was made, and these kids could finally go back to their games on the playground. If you thought that was cool, check out the moment these young kids actually got the chance to be a part of the U.S. military.
And they love it.
Yes, young Marine, Sergeant!
The program is called the Young Marines, and every Saturday for 6 weeks, these boys and girls, ages 8 to 18, suit up.
These young Marines willingly volunteered to partake in a makeshift military service, and they did so with complete respect for the armed forces.
10 new salutes Blaine Benoit.
Yes, young Marine Corporal!
And the rest of his fellow young Marines. Kids.
These kids enjoy everything about the program, and they also get to do a lot of good things for their environment. For an even more wholesome moment, take a look at the moment this child thanked a returning serviceman for his sacrifice in service to the country. That salute from this kid meant a lot to the officer, and even the comments had lots of things to say about it. This is precious. You know that made that man's whole day. Good job, mama, and good job, little man. If that kid respected an Army officer, this next kid showed that the U.S. Air Force deserved just as much respect.
Living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away.
This clip showed just how much love kids have for the military and even the Star-Spangled Flag of the United States. The comments were in total agreement on this one. How sweet. God bless this little boy. He has more respect than some adults. Sweetest ever. Good job, parents. May God bless you all. Another amazing moment is when this military dad takes his toddler son with him to go pay their respects to a fallen U.S. soldier who died in the line of duty. The young toddler understood the assignment and followed his dad's footsteps. The moment was a display of the passing on of the heritage of respect for the military from one generation to another. While that last officer was now resting and unable to witness his salute, this next one got his own appreciation while he was still very much alive.
Give here, over there.
That's right. Hey, what are you doing?
This wonderful moment was captured when a young kid approached an officer and immediately gave him a hug.
Give here, over there.
That's right.
The beautiful video led to a lot of positive reactions and a new appreciation for all those who sacrificed their lives for our security, all thanks to that little man. Here is the beautiful moment now referred to as the touch of kindness, where a special needs girl paid her respect to Royal Guards. The young girl asked for permission before touching the horse, and it seemed like she wouldn't be able to, but the Royal Guard stood still with his steed, giving her the go-ahead to make her dreams come true. The entire interaction is one of the most iconic moments of kids showing their absolute appreciation for men and women of the military. Next up, we have another moment where that same kid got to salute a higher-ranking officer among the King's Guard. The higher-ranking guard was extremely impressed, and everyone could only smile throughout the amazing moment.
What a top man, eh? There's his dad. I was going to say with his mum today, with his dad.
If that was touching, this next moment is guaranteed to make you a little more emotional. This little 5-year-old approached this big officer not knowing he was going to make his whole day by the end of that moment. The kid and his hero shared a heartfelt handshake, and it showed just how much little kids value the sacrifice of law enforcement that they see all around them. One comment made it even better: bet this made the officer's day way better. These are the absolutely wholesome moments where young kids dressed in King's Guard costumes pay heartfelt respect to the royal officers.
We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling.
They don't just make sure to salute the guards, many of them also pay their respects to the royal steeds. The guards give back the love by returning the salutes, creating one of the most touching moments across the internet. You know he went home and spoke about this. That meant more to him than that child knows. My husband and his fellow officers live for these moments. Next, we have the awesome moment a father captured the moment he taught his 2-year-old to respect the national flag. They started out by preparing and hoisting the flag. And then they paid their respects by saluting the beautiful flag. It's a sweet moment of passing down patriotic values to the next generation. This was the amazing moment a young girl paid her respect to a royal guard and also helped calm his agitated horse. From the beginning of the clip, the royal horse looked tense, and the guard who was mounted could do very little to help out. The situation began to look really bad, and no one came to help ease the horse. That was until this young girl showed up out of nowhere. She stayed with the horse, easing its tension, showing it as much respect as she would show its human rider. The officer was finally able to bring out his horse so they could stand watch, obviously grateful for the help, just like the officer in this next clip. This returning veteran was extremely shocked and glad after 2 kids came up to thank him for his service. The kids were raised right, and the comments couldn't agree more. If they were my kids, I would be so proud of them all the time, and something to brag about if you want to. Great job, parent. You have set a good example. Next, we have a beautiful moment where an 11-year-old kid hoisted a flag to honor those who fought at Omaha Beach. fact that kids can understand the sacrifice of those who fought and died in the line of duty is a heartwarming reality of the future. This little toddler decided to show his respect for a group of soldiers by going over to give them handshakes while they held onto the nation's flag. The moment captures the joy of a child being face-to-face with those he considers heroes, and they appreciate the kindness as they receive the baby's handshake. As moving as that was, this next moment will melt your heart even more. This young Belgian boy, all dressed in military uniform, stood by the roadside to salute incoming Canadian troops. The boy waited patiently as his heroes passed by, saluting them at attention as the troops filed past him in a march as witnesses admired the entire scenario. The soldiers admired the young lad, smiling as they passed by him in a single file. It's an incredible moment that shows kids appreciating the protectors of the nation. This next footage shows the beautiful moment an adorable child took a photo with a group of army officers while he was dressed in military uniform himself. The officers looked amazed and overjoyed by the little boy's gesture, and you can tell by how they doted on him throughout the clip. The soldiers talked with the little officer like he was one of them, and even received a salute from the young boy, just like another colleague. The moment is touching and shows just how much servicemen appreciate the respect that the little kids give them. Still on respect, we see more of that in this clip where a toddler dressed in the British Royal Guard uniform salutes a group of officers. We witness the moment the guards approach and the little boy is overjoyed to welcome them, but he keeps his cool and lets them pass before saluting them. The Royal Guard passes and it looks like they didn't notice the little man. But just when all hope seems lost, one soldier returns and salutes the little officer in a heartwarming display of kindness. They eventually take a photo together, and everyone is happy about how things turned out for the little officer. The video attracted a lot of nice comments about the boy. Learn from that child, people. He showed so much respect for that soldier. He didn't touch the soldier. He didn't get too close for the picture. He acted naturally, as it should be. Love how a kid is more respectful to Queen's Guard than most adults.
On the driveway of his home in Melbourne, Jamison Mitchell proudly wearing a full police costume, saluting the 4 officers who died in the line of duty.
This touching photo shows the moment a young lad dressed in full police uniform paid his respect to the 4 officers who had recently passed in the line of duty.
He does want to be a police officer when he grows up, always has been. I want him to be a firefighter. His dad wants him to play for Collingwood, but he's adamant about being a police officer. Yeah, he did a prayer at his school yesterday and he wanted to pray for the police officers that had passed away. So once I heard, I ran around the house looking for anything blue, and the bag was the...
Turns out that the young 5-year-old wants to be a police officer in the future and decided that this would be the best way to show his appreciation to those who had passed. Speaking of the next generation, this is the amazing moment a father received his badge of honor from his own daughter. The dad got on his knees while his colleagues stood watching in salute as he received this great honor from his child on behalf of the nation. The moment was extremely special to both of them. The dad gave his daughter a hug after she completed her noble mission. An even more uplifting moment is when kids ask permission to thank veterans. That's exactly what happened in this next clip. This is the beautiful moment a young kid dressed in Royal Guard uniform was eagerly led by a high-ranking officer to get a better view of the King's Guard. The kid was super excited to meet his heroes, standing at attention immediately when he came face to face with the Royal Guards on duty. The crowd behind the little officer were overjoyed, especially because of how wonderful the entire moment was for everyone who witnessed the interaction.
Right.
Eventually, the kid's dad would thank everyone for the moment in the comments of that video. I am the little boy's dad. He's called Frank and loves being a Coldstream Guard. We couldn't thank the police officer enough. He made the day even more special. And if you like this video, then you might like a similar one on the left or my newest upload on the right.